What's going on, guys? So I have a big confession to make to each and every one of you. I slipped on my diet for 2 entire weeks. Not saying I had one cheat meal or 2 cheat meals or one bad day or 2 bad days or even a bad weekend. I had 2 weeks off of my diet. Now, first and foremost, what is my diet? I track calories, I track macronutrients, basically meaning that every single day I have a certain amount of calories to hit, certain amount of protein to hit, carbs, and fats every single day. And for these 2 weeks, I did not track anything. I didn't track any protein, I didn't track any carbs, I didn't track any of my meals. I pretty much just ate whatever the fuck I wanted to for 2 weeks. And now we're in the situation that we're in right now. Now you're probably wondering why I slipped on my diet for 2 whole weeks. The truth is, I had a health scare that I only told to my mentor, CJ. Long story short, I had heart palpitations on a Sunday afternoon at a local Starbucks. I've since gone to behavioral therapy and tried to figure out what exactly caused this, and more than anything, we believe it was caused by anxiety. If you don't know, my current situation, I have a full-time job, full-time 9 to 5, 40 hours a week job. And over here, I have a business that I'm growing, Claw Athletics, a local fitness company in Austin, Texas. Recently, 2 things have happened on both sides. On the full-time job side of things, we've been experiencing layoffs at my job, meaning everyone's responsibilities are starting to increase. The amount of stress for everyone is starting to increase, all that good stuff. On this side, Claw Athletics, we just launched our first ever true summer program, our first ever true summer boot camp. For a long time, I was trying to be the fucking best in both areas. I was trying to be the best employee. At the same time, I was trying to be the best entrepreneur. And at a certain point, I think mentally and psychologically, I just fucking broke. So fast forward a few weeks, I'm sitting at a Starbucks, and next thing you know, my heart starts racing, my head starts getting really heavy, everything around me starts feeling like it's slow motion. And I'm literally sitting there thinking like, oh my God, like this might be it. Like I might literally die right now, have a heart attack right now, and like be fucking dead at 25. Fast forward a few weeks, I went to a therapist, got some help, got blood work done, got urine tests done, got all this different tests done to figure out my heart is fine, my lungs are fine, my body itself is fine, it's healthy, everything's good. But what we think caused it was stress and anxiety. I was trying to be the fucking best employee, and I was trying to be the best entrepreneur, and at a certain point, something had to give. Now, when I had that first anxiety attack, that first bout of heart palpitations, I wish I could say that was the only time it happened, but later on in that same week, I had a few more kind of minor panic attacks, and all that combined to, I reached a point where I was like, you know what? I hate to say it, but I kind of said, fuck, like everything. Like I still went to my job. I still ran my business, but pretty much everything else in my life took a back burner, including my diet. I basically had those 2 weeks where I just did not care whatsoever about my diet. And I hate to say it. I really fucking hate to say it, but it's the truth. I, for 2 weeks, just did not care. Towards the end of those 2 weeks, I looked up and I realized, I was like, man, I'm starting to feel sluggish. My abs are starting to go away. I don't like the transformation that's happening in my body right now. I don't like how I feel day to day. And I realized that it was time to make a change, time to get back on the diet, time to get my shit together. So what do we do now? It's an obvious answer. Get back on the saddle. A lot of people screw their diet up for one reason or another, and the worst mistake they make is they just completely quit. They decide that, you know what, I had a bad week. That means I don't deserve to be fit, don't deserve to be healthy. This isn't for me. And they quit their diet forever. And it creates this cycle where you quit your diet and then you go a few months and then you get back on a new diet. But then something comes up and you quit and you go a few months and then you get back on a new diet. It's just this yo-yo cycle of I'm dieting, I'm not dieting, I'm dieting, I'm not dieting. And then over time, nothing ever changes. So if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, my biggest tip is get back on the saddle like it never fucking happened. Okay, get back on the saddle. Yes, during that time period, I went from being about 200 pounds to 205 pounds. Literally put on 5 pounds in a matter of 2 weeks. I was eating like an asshole, okay? 200 pounds to 205, and my abs, my definition, and my vascularity, it really, I noticed it. It was enough for me to notice the difference from when it started to the 2 weeks later. So I'm not gonna try to fix everything overnight. I'm just picking up exactly where I left off on my diet. So for me, that's 2,400 calories per day is my current goal, my current target, and I'm executing that target on a daily basis. I'm back, I feel good, I feel healthy, my heart feels fine, I feel less stressed, everything's okay. Biggest thing I changed when it comes to the anxiety is I decided between full-time job and my business, I don't care that much about the full-time job. I made a decision that I'm gonna quit my job in January. So as opposed to trying to be the best employee and the best entrepreneur, I'm really just focused on being the best entrepreneur, and I'm going to the job just to be there, just to get a paycheck. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I'm not the worst person on the team, but I'm also not the person who's staying there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., putting in all the effort. I'm really just doing my basic job from 9 to 5, to the best of my abilities-ish, but not really, because my mind is really focused on my business. I'm no longer gonna allow myself to try to be perfect in the job and perfect in entrepreneurship. I have to pick one. So I'm prioritizing entrepreneurship, and the job is taking a back seat. So again, my current calories are 2,400. In future videos, I'll break down my macros and show how that relates to my calories, and show you guys how I found my way to my current macros and my current calories. On that topic, now that I'm back on the diet, I will be showing you guys a bit more of my process through future YouTube videos. So I'll be breaking down some tips that I have, some steps that I'm taking on my own diet, and then also showing you guys how I progress as the summer goes on. But with that in mind, if you do have any questions, whether it's how to set your macros, whether it's how to set your calories, anything related to dieting whatsoever, either on the nutrition side or on the physical exercise side, let me know, because I need topics to create videos this summer. I really want to help you guys out. I know that a lot of people are dieting as we speak, and I know a lot of people have questions when it comes to dieting. There's so much information out there. You don't exactly know what's the best approach for you. So if you have questions, send them to me. But that's the video. That's the update in a nutshell, is that I took 2 weeks off, but we're back at it. We're back on the diet, and I will be sharing my progress and my process all throughout the summer. Send me questions if you got them. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the page, and until next time, peace.